What happens if you're receiving an RMD, or you're going to be receiving an RMD, and you don't need it to fund your lifestyle? Are there ways to build generational wealth with it? That's what we're going to talk about next. Hey, this is Tommy Neesmith. I'm a financial planner with Christy Capital Management. We are helping federal employees plan for a better retirement. If you need individualized help, go to christycapital.com and click Talk to an Advisor. Well, today we're talking about required minimum distributions, or RMDs, that are not needed to fund your lifestyle. Just to clarify, an RMD is a required minimum distribution where the IRS forces you to take distributions from your traditional retirement accounts like traditional TSP and traditional IRAs. That distribution is taxable, and then you have to go put it in a non-tax advantaged account like your checking account or savings account or brokerage account. For some people, your RMD will start at age 73, and for others, it'll start at age 75, depending on the year you were born. Are there some things you can do with that money besides just let it accumulate in a savings account? Well, one thing is, if you're in good health, it could make sense to use the RMD to fund a permanent life insurance policy. If done correctly, the death benefit will go to your beneficiaries tax-free. I've heard it said that life insurance is when you can buy dollars with pennies. Now, the older you get, it might be where you buy dollars with dimes or you buy dollars with quarters, because it will cost more the older you are. But it still can make sense and be a good move financially to at least take a look at this option. There's also long-term care benefits built into these policies, which allow you to access the death benefit for long-term care needs. So whether you're leaving a larger tax-free benefit to beneficiaries or having a big pool of money for long-term care, this may be an option you want to look into. Another scenario, if you have grandchildren, could be using the RMD to purchase life insurance on your own children, so that in the event that they pass away, your grandchildren receive death benefits from those policies. Since your children would be younger than you, their policies should be cheaper. They would have the death benefit and they would have the long-term care benefits built in. Now, for many people that have enough money and they even have excess money, they can think that they don't need a life insurance policy, and they would be right. They might not need it, but they may want it. When you realize the benefit that life insurance can bring you, you may want it. If this is something you may be interested in, then reach out to us and we can discuss the options. Another option you can do with the RMD, if you don't need it, is you can get a brokerage account or a non-qualified account. On this account, you could set up a transfer on death beneficiary form and name your children or grandchildren as the beneficiaries. If this is money that you are not needing and it's earmarked for them, then you could invest it in a more aggressive manner based on your grandchildren's age and risk tolerance. For instance, if your grandchild is 10 years old and not really going to need this money for another 15 to 20 years or so, then that money could be invested aggressively. Another beneficial thing about how the tax code works is that as this account grows, there may be taxable gains. The gains can accumulate without paying taxes as long as there is not a transaction. If the money is earmarked for grandchildren, you can control it and make sure there aren't any transactions along the way. When you pass away, the beneficiary will inherit this account, and there will be what's called a step up in basis, which means all the taxable gains inside the account will go away. If your beneficiary liquidates it soon, they could inherit the account potentially with no taxable gain. Another benefit of having this account be aggressive is because over time, usually aggressive accounts grow more. Using this method, in essence, allows the gains that you have in the account to potentially not be taxed, and the full balance passed on to your beneficiary, potentially tax-free or tax efficient. Now, do consult a tax professional or work with somebody that knows what they're doing with this type of thing. The trick is there can't be transactions on the account. If you're aggressively invested and the stock market starts going down and you suddenly move everything to cash, That would be a transaction. That would be taxable. When using this strategy of trying to grow the money to leave the beneficiaries without a taxable gain, there can't be transactions. You have to set it and forget it. Whatever you buy, you're going to buy and hold the entire time and not move in and out of the investments. You can move in and out of investments in other accounts, just not this one. So whether it's using money to buy life insurance to leave to your beneficiaries, or using a non-qualified account to try to grow money and pass it at your death, potentially tax-free, there are some things you can do with unneeded RMDs. Speaking of the taxability of different accounts, check out this video right here. Can you have too much money in the wrong account? There's taxable accounts, there's traditional accounts, there's Roth accounts. Where should you store your money? Check out the video right here. If you need help, go to christycapital.com and click to talk to an advisor. My name is Tommy Neesmith, and I'll see you on another video.